Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to episode 19 of the Red Devils Rebuild, my Manchester United save on Football Manager Mobile 19 today. But I've got two away games for you. One in the Premier League against Manchester City, and the second one away against Monaco in the second leg of our Champions League quarter final. Since the last time we were with you and the Newcastle and Schalke games, we have gone on a bit of a winning spree. We beat Hull City 4-1, two goals from Kai Havertz and two goals from young Mason Greenwood. Then we went on to beat Brighton 3-0, two goals and a man of the match performance there for Anthony Martial, 10 rating for Martial in that game against Brighton. Then we beat West Brom 1-0. Kai Havertz with that goal and Mason Holdsworth with a man of the match performance against West Brom. That was a 78th minute winner there for Kai Havertz. Quickly go and show you Mason Holdsworth at 8 rating, man of the match at home in the West Brom game. 7.22 average at the moment for Mason Holdsworth, currently valued at £13.5 million. Potential 5-star player there. Has the potential to become a world-class central defender. So Mason Holdsworth is playing quite a lot of football this season just to bring his development on. He's already got a couple of assists and a goal as well in his 22 matches so far this season. After the West Brom game, we lost 2-0 to Tottenham in the semi-final of the FA Cup. Kieran Tierney unfortunately got an own goal in that one. So we are out of the FA Cup, losing to Spurs. And as you can see there, we beat Monaco in the first leg of our Champions League quarter-final at Old Trafford 6-0. Two goals from Marcus Rashford. Andy missed a penalty and an own goal. Wilfred Zaha, Paul Pogba and Kai Havertz with the other three goals. United winning 6-0 in the first leg of the Champions League quarter-final against Monaco. But before we do go to France to play that second leg against Monaco in the Champions League, we have the small matter of a top of the table Premier League clash against our big noisy neighbours Manchester City. We're 2 points clear of Manchester City with 6 games to go. So this game could be a title decider. Okay, so the team that we are taking to the Etihad to face Manchester City is David De Gea in goal, back four of Tierney, Melito, Maguire, Dalot, McTominay and Silva in midfield, Martial, Pogba and Wilfred Zaha behind Marcus Rashford up front. A win here today will take us 5 points clear at the top of the league with 5 games to go. So this is a huge game for the title race here in Manchester. Big Manchester derby. Melito with the ball there, looking for Marcus Rashford, but he is fouled by Palmer Brown. I've not heard of him before. Harry Maguire into Diego Dalot, Wilfred Zaha crosses and Paul Pogba scores. United are 1-0 up. Paul Pogba scoring at the Etihad. Surely the title now is coming back to Old Trafford. Wilfred Zaha looking for Rashford. Rashford's in. Oh, and saved by Edison on the edge of the box. Rashford with a glorious chance to make it 2-0 after less than 10 minutes played. And here they come again. Marcus Rashford's in now behind City into Anthony Martial. Back to Rashford. And Rashford with 2 chances in the last 10 minutes. But Gabriel Jesus attacking for City and Harry Maguire snubbing that attack out there, doing Harry Maguire things. Pogba, so many shots in this opening half an hour. United absolutely ram raiding Manchester City. They've only had one attempt. They have had more possession than United, but United, as far as shots on the goal are concerned, are definitely having the better of this game here at the Etihad. Maguire, Dalot, McTominay, Silva, Rashford again. I've had so many chances. Should be 3 or maybe even 4-0 in front already after 40 minutes. Martial. Rashford's in behind again now. Rashford scores 2-0 at the Etihad. Marcus Rashford with the goal. Anthony Martial with the assist from the left-hand side. United 2 up. Rashford and Pogba. What a performance this is. Previously, a big away game like Anfield and Chelsea and Tottenham, we played a defensive midfield. We played Silva with Pogba and McTominay. But here today, we're just going with our normal 4-2-3-1. And it's working. Pogba and Rashford absolutely smashing it 2-0 up at half time against Manchester City in the top of the table Manchester derby. What a game this is. Harry Maguire, Scott McTominay, Paul Pogba looking for Wilfred Zaha, who can't quite get past the City left back. Jesus, good defending there. I think that was McTominay took the ball off Gabriel Jesus. Did not see this coming at all. We've had 12 shots to City's 3. They've still had more possession than us, but they can't make that possession pay at all. And even Rakitic there has gone to City as well. Tierney with a foul on Zinchenko, and they got a free kick just on the corner of the box. De Bruyne to take, floats in, De Gea saves, and it's gone out to a goal kick there for Manchester United. Danger averted by, I think that was probably by Harry Maguire there. Quickly look at some fitness levels. Once we've got the game coming up next against Monaco, we're 6-0 up from the first leg, so we won't be playing the first team in that. I can't imagine us, even with a weakened side, shipping 6 goals against Monaco. Wilfred Zaha needs to come off definitely for Dos Santos Silva on that right hand. We'll bring Kai Havertz on. No, we won't. We will bring Dos Santos. Reset that really. So Silva on for Wilfred Zaha. Who else is struggling? I think Silva and Rashford, Silva. Suarez goes. Does he want to be a complete forward? Put Luis Suarez as a complete forward. Santos Silva, keep him as a winger. There we go. 25 minutes to go there, or just over to go here. Then at the Etihad, United are 2-0 up. Pogba and Rashford with the goals. But we're cruising here at the moment. We did not think it would be this easy away to Manchester City. It is probably the biggest Manchester derby of the season. A 5-point lead then with 5 games to go. Harry Maguire has just picked up another injury. He had 3 or 4 weeks out injured earlier in the season. We made all of our free changes already. So I'm just going to stick Maguire in there so he can't do too much damage. Bring McTominay back so he can play in defence. Push Pogba down there alongside James Garner. I think that should do us for the last 22 and a bit minutes. Don't really want to risk Maguire too much. We put McTominay back there just to shore up the defence. Just to help out Harry Maguire if he's not feeling that great. But here we go. Free kick to City then. Raheem Sterling to take. De Bruyne with the shot easily cleared by David De Gea. Tierney chasing it, and it's a throw into Manchester United just inside the City half. Back to Milito. Goes back to Gea, and the highlight fades out. Disappointing that we got another injury from Maguire, but we do have Mason Holdsworth on the bench who will, sorry, not on the bench, but in the squad, who can come in to replace Maguire to play alongside Milito. Potentially for the last few weeks of the season, Maguire is not going to be back, but there's only 6 minutes to go here, and we're in injury time now, and it's Diogo Dalot with the throw in to Dos Santos Silva, finds James Garner into Paul Pogba, who nearly made it free right at the death. I am going to push Paul Pogba. Basically the plan is to sell Herrera and Adrian Silva because they're both 30, and we're going to push Pogba back into the central midfielder role, play Kai Havertz where Pogba's playing behind the striker, and then kind of go from there. So we probably need to sign another top class midfielder to play alongside Pogba and another potentially attacking midfielder as backup to Kai Havertz. That's kind of the plan for the summer. But with 5 games to go in the Premier League, we are 5 points clear of Manchester City. That is awesome. Yeah, there it is. Harry Maguire's out for 3 weeks with a twisted ankle. But the next game we have got for you is the second leg of the Champions League quarter-final. After a 6-0 win at Old Trafford, we go to France to play the second leg against Monaco. Okay, so the team to face Monaco is Henderson in goal, back four of Shaw, Lindelof, Holdsworth and Wan-Bissaka. Garner and, who's this young lad, Choules in midfield alongside Tariq Choules, can't say that name. Dos Santos Silva, Kai Havertz, Gomez behind Mason Greenwood up front. With us being 6-0 up from the first leg, this should be pretty much a formality. I've given a few of the young guys a game. The young lad in midfield, Henderson in goal to replace De Gea. Holdsworth starts, Greenwood's up front. Yeah, ball was in there for Greenwood. They had a chance to make it 1-0 in the first 10 minutes. But there's a penalty at Manchester United. Kai Havertz to take the penalty after not less than 10 minutes here. Havertz misses and it comes in on the rebound. United 1-0 up. Kai Havertz with a goal from him. He missed a penalty, knocks it in from the rebound. 1-0 United on the night. 7-0 on aggregate. Kai Havertz there. Awesome sauce. Aaron Wan-Bissaka coming forward for Manchester United, but he is dispossessed. Is that Andres Pereira? Did we sell him to Monaco? Yeah, it is. 6.97 average for Andres Pereira. Not really setting the world on light up on fire at Monaco. I didn't realise we actually sold him to Monaco. I couldn't remember, to be fair. I know we sold Callum Wilson and Jesse Lingard to Lyon. So half an hour gone then. How are we doing match stat wise? We've had 5 shots, 2 on target. Monaco only had the 1 shot. Kai Havertz there, the only player that's really having a good game with that goal there from the penalty spot on 11 minutes. I think it scores Dortmund and Bayern are also playing today 0-0 in that game. I don't know what the aggregate score is in that one. Aaron Wan-Bissaka looks to be in trouble with the referee. Gets the yellow card down. Wan-Bissaka might bring on Ethan Laird to replace him, give him a bit of game time. 7-0 up on aggregate. We might as well blood some more youngsters. Probably do make that change at half time. Give him 45 minutes at right back. As long as Wan-Bissaka doesn't get himself sent off before we reach half time. There's Wan-Bissaka there getting the ball forward and it goes wide. He's not having a few shots here. They've got another corner now. Greenwood takes it, clear, and it's easily cleared by Pereira. These young lads certainly seem to be doing pretty well at the moment. I'm impressed. Holding their own away to Monaco. Quarterfinals of the Champions League, and United now holds with Gomez on the right hand side. Can he get a crossing? Gomez crosses and Greenwood scores. 2-0. Mason Greenwood with the goal. Big goal that is for Mason Greenwood. Hopefully he'll next season he's going to be certainly pushing Rashford for that starting place up front. Wan-Bissaka to Gomez. Wan-Bissaka again. Kai Havertz. Oh, Havertz just puts it over the bar. That should have been free. As I was saying, I don't know if we're keeping Suarez next season. So at the moment, I'm thinking our 2 strikers are going to be Greenwood and Rashford, with Martial, Havertz and Zaha playing behind just a 3. Sure, Dos Santos Silva back to Scholes. I can't say the name. Fouled there. Free kick to United then. In fact, it's gone to a free kick now to Monaco on another highlight. And Henderson does well at the back. Mason Greenwood dispossessed just on the halfway line. And that was a free kick to Manchester United. Okay, we're going to get Ethan Laird on now at right back for Wan-Bissaka. Give him 45 minutes or so. We don't want Wan-Bissaka. So we'll put him as a fullback. Play him in his preferred role. I mean, who else we got we can bring on? We don't want to bring on Rashford. Maybe get Suarez on for Kai Havertz. Give him a bit of a rest. Play Suarez as an attacking midfielder, and we can bring on Chong. Bring on Chong for Gomez, I guess. I'm going to give Greenwood the whole 90 minutes, just get him playing. It's just over half an hour to go, and then United are 2-0 up. Kai Havertz and Mason Greenwood have got Dos Santos Silva here. Luke Shaw. Luis Suarez makes it free. In off the post from the edge of the box there from Luis Suarez. And United have run away with this now. 9-0 on aggregates. 3-0 on the night. We're looking like a very good football team at the moment. I don't think we would be fair anyone coming into the Champions League semi-final. I would fancy us to beat anyone after this 9-0 two-legged victory against Monaco. 59% possession there, 14 shots. Greenwood is having an absolute stonker there. Mason Greenwood really coming into his own. He's 18 now. He's only on a 6.75. There's a lot of sixes in there for Greenwood. 110 and a lot of sixes, but he's certainly starting to find his feet as a striker at Manchester United. Jules Suarez, back to Jules Shule, I can't say that name. We've got a free kick. Suarez, Luke Shaw has the ball on one on the left, and that was Suarez in there again. Nearly made it 4. Suarez, Garner, all the way back to Henderson. And another highlight, Garner there. They were about to counter them. Monaco. James Garner got his foot in, and it's another goal. And it's an own goal. Looks like Suarez went for the shot, and then he stuck his leg out, and it's now 4-0 to Manchester United. 4-0 on the night, 10-0 on aggregate. Can we get another one to make it 11? Easy peasy. We're in the Champions League semi-finals, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, the draw has been made for the semi-final of the Champions League. We will play Atletico Madrid in the semi-finals. The first leg will be played in Spain on the 28th of April. The other Champions League semi-final fixture is Borussia Dortmund and Liverpool. So there's potential for a Manchester United-Liverpool Champions League semi-final. As far as the next episode of the Red Devils Rebuild is concerned, we will be doing Southampton away in the Premier League, and then the away game against Atletico Madrid in that Champions League semi-final, and then the episode after that we will be doing definitely the Atletico game at Old Trafford and either Wolves or Stoke in the Premier League, depending on how the league is going. So there we go then. Southampton, Atletico Madrid. Then the episode after that, either Stoke and Atletico Madrid or Atletico Madrid and Wolves. So thank you very much for watching this episode of the Red Devils Rebuild, my Manchester United save on Football Manager Mobile 19. Pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for more daily Football Manager Mobile 19 content. And we'll catch you in the next one.